first visit to Dogface Bridge proved to be very fruitful. We began by taking some photos of the bridge and captured this red mist. Could this be the angry spirit of the woman who died here? After about 2 hours of investigating the grounds, we headed back to the first bridge to do a PX session. We saw a light at the end of the road and asked our tech specialist, who was in the car at the time, what it was. Before he replied, something invisible exploded in between us. Huh?
Fuck. Call Paul.
Hold this down real quick. Keep filming. Paul's in the car right now. And there's a light right by him. Hey, Paul, what's going on over there, buddy? We're leaving. Okay? We're going. What's up, guys? We're here in San Pierre, Indiana. We're at Dogface Bridge. We're here tonight to catch some paranormal activity. I'm joined tonight by Jason, who's filming. We have John Stevens over here to my right, and we have Anthony Leisure over here, who will be joining us tonight. The creepiest thing about being in a forest is you hear all these noises. Can you make a noise for us real loud, please? Anything you want to say into this red light right here, feel free. What's your name? You guys hearing this shit?
Yeah, what was it?
Sound like a dog, like moaning or something.
Yeah.
Here. You guys hear? You guys hear? Yeah. Keep hearing shit. I just heard something in the water. I'm gonna stop recording now. Is there any last thing you'd like to say into this recorder? Little red light there, just talk right into it.
Alright, is there anyone here with us?
Cool, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
How many people are here with us? One.
Car. Was there a dog here?
Our next investigation takes us to Wilder, Kentucky, home of the... Our next investigation takes us to Wilder, Kentucky, home of the infamous Bobby Mackey's Music World. This location is reported to be one of the most haunted places in America, and we were all very excited to film at this location. Our first night at Bobby Mackey's, we decided to have a little fun rather than investigate. John even took a ride on the mechanical bull.
Hey, look at it! Are you happy?
The event coordinator gave us a private tour of the entire building, and we even sat down for a nice interview with Bobby Mackey himself. David requested he play a certain song, and he gladly complied.
Let's hear some from Chicago. There's some candles and all that, and we're putting together a show. Head back to Chicago. We're going to be spending the night here tomorrow night investigating. Overnight investigators. And here's a song we wrote about the ghosts.
This is John from IPRA. Us City Boys tonight. We're gonna get inside and investigate Bobby Mackey's tonight. We're gonna do it the cowboy way.
How many people are in the room? Seven. Did you hear it? Yep. Did you hear that? It sounded like something like screaming.
Are we safe up here?
No. No.
Are you the one who possessed Carl?
Johanna, keep trying.
Is there something blocking you?
She said I'm scared. They're arguing, dude.
Stop. Did you hear it? Let her come through.
It's a party now!
Come on! I'm sorry.
Wow.
Throughout the investigation, we started experiencing these like mood swings where 1 minute we would be like really happy and kind of joking around and laughing, and then the next minute we would be like really angry. It was really weird, but it was also at the same time very interesting.
Whoa, keep the light up, keep the light up, keep the light up. Turn it off. Do it again. There you go. Louder.
Come on!
Why are you hiding over here? Whoa! Shit, what was that?
That was. Yeah.
Say it again.
Come here.
Now show yourself!
He doesn't want me to go over there, man.
Show yourself!
Not important. It's not important. It is important to us. You say under the desk? Is there a desk over there?
Yeah? That's
It's under the desk, yo. It's hiding under the desk, man.
You're hiding? Why are you hiding? Come on, come on!
It said F you.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh, that was a nasty yes. It's here.
Holy shit.
What?
I don't know, dude. Something moved. So, let's recap on what happened really briefly. I got tapped on the shoulder. John got tapped on the shoulder.
I got tapped like 3 times.
I didn't get touched, but we're hearing, definitely was hearing stuff moving.
Over here. We started moving towards this area where there's a desk. I didn't even know there was a desk until it said.
Yes.
It said under the desk.
It said
And
under the desk.
what's under the desk? Is there something you want us to see? The Union Quarter? The Latin Quarters, I'm sorry? There's a bunch of shit about the Latin Quarters, man. Yeah. But he was telling us under the desk. She was saying don't go.
Sick of these questions.
Is there something demonic down here?
It's a demon.
Where is there a demon? You're not gonna show me nothing.
What? One person.
Are we safe down here? Is it safe down here?
Maybe.
Maybe.
How many of you are there?
Well, let's go. You're 10 people in here. You could do something.
Well, did you hear that?
It said well.
It said well.
Want us to go by the well?
Go by the well?
Let's go for the well.
Where'd you get the well? What'd it say? Is it?
What? You just said we should sacrifice. Satan.
Whoa! Satan.
Alright, guys, just.
Who murdered you? What is the name of the man that murdered you?
We believe we just heard the voice of Pearl Bryan. The girl was known to be extremely promiscuous. She at one point became pregnant and attempted to have an abortion. The abortion went terribly wrong, so Scott Jackson and Alonzo Walling severed the head from Pearl's body and dumped it into the well in the basement of Bobby Mackey's Music World.
Get the book.
Got the book?
I got the book. You scared of the book?
You like the book?
Who's the owner of this building?
Kids and Bob. Is there anything else you want to say?
Don't. It said don't.
You don't want us to turn it off?
We moved the investigation into the room that used to be used for satanic rituals. John was stricken with anger and began to provoke the spirits, daring them to do something. Moments later, Bill noticed that he had 3 defiant scratches on his arm.
Hold on, I have to turn it on this one. Just, can I have the flashlight for a second? Confirm with Bill's arm because he has these 3 scratches on his arm. Like you can hardly see them, it's so dark, but there they are. They're very defiant on the arm. And I just want to make sure he didn't do it to himself, but if you look at his nails, show your nails, there's absolutely nothing. He has no nails. Like, they're all the way down. There's nothing. And these are like, yeah, that's in there, man. We were just provoking, and the PX started talking about Bill, or the spirit box. And there you go.
Bill began to feel sick, so we stepped outside. He was blessed with holy water, and we called it a night.
The Scott County Heritage Museum was built in the late 1800s as a county poor farm. Poor farms were used to house the mentally unstable and for people who had nowhere else to go. Many deaths have been documented inside of the poor farm, some from natural causes and others from strange occurrences. Records show that a young girl burned to death in one of the rooms and another died mysteriously on the back of the property. Another story tells of an African American being hung by Klan members in the attic. All of this dark history supports the reports of this location being paranormally active.
At that time, the state of Indiana required that every county in the state would have a poor farm or a place to put the poor people. So this one was one of those 92 buildings.
Would you think there was something that happened that may have contributed to it being haunted? Any deaths?
We do know we have one death for certain that we know of. Happened in the back part of the building. A girl by the name of Vivi Mace burned to death in the back corner room. But the majority of her clothes were burned off.
So it has been confirmed even on paper that a girl has died in this room we're standing in.
Yes.
She burned to death.
Yes.
Sadly, and it's on paper.
Yes, we have the coroner's, a copy of the coroner's inquest here at the museum. Voices. We've heard a cat in this hallway, and there's no cats in the building. Something that goes back to the cat, though. We've nearly every time we've been in the building late at night giving tours, people will get the sensation of a cat rubbing around their ankles, or they'll hear it. And this was all one room, and this would have been Mary's room. Now, normally, when people came here, they were, even if they came as a family, they were segregated. But Mary had her own room, and we think it was because she didn't get along with the others that she was the only one that had a private room, basically. But when they brought her in this room at night, or when she came to this room at night, she was locked in this room. And we think it's just because that way she couldn't get out and bother anybody else, or no one could get in. One of the ladies whose parents were superintendents here back during the 40s was told that if the building catches on fire, the first thing to do is make sure that someone is called the fire department. And the second thing to do was come to Mary's room and then lock it so Mary could get out. Supposedly at one time a black man, had wandered off the train tracks and came to the building. Now, if you know anything at all about Indiana history and the Klan, Indiana had like the highest membership in the Klan back in the 20s of the whole entire country. And supposedly when this man wandered into the building, some of the men here grabbed him and took him to the attic and hung him from a rafter. We were up here doing a tour, and there was a girl, a different girl, standing in front of it. And I was standing over there looking right at her. And it was just like somebody grabbed this door and as hard as they could threw it into that girl's back.
So it's two times the doors.
Two times
the doors
moved. And she screamed and ran out. And I mean, I was looking right straight at her. Nobody was near it. She screamed and ran out, and she refuses to this day to walk through this door.
What's up, guys? We're here at the Scott County Heritage Museum. The sun has fallen. It's approximately 12 o'clock a.m. and we're going to begin our investigation upstairs. I was already walking around and I felt a connection, a strong connection with Mary. I'm not sure why, but I just feel a connection with her for some reason. What I'm doing right now is setting up an EM pump, which is going to distribute electromagnetic energy into the atmosphere, which will give the spirits energy. I'm also going to set up a stationary digital voice recorder that will allow us to catch EVP or electronic voice phenomena, voices that we cannot hear with our own ear, but spirits can. They speak in a lower frequency, so sometimes these recorders can be pick up their voices, and we can enhance the volume of it and be able to hear them. This is the room where that girl burned to death, right? Am I correct? It's freezing in here. Yeah. Ice cold.
Earlier I smelled, when he was saying it, I was smelling like burnt wood.
If there's anybody in this room that would like to communicate with us, I'm going to leave this device in here, and I'm going to put it next to this device, which will allow you to gain energy. If you need to gain energy, you can use that device and soak the energy up. I'm going to close the door, and I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to close the door. There's a little red light right here, and all you have to do is gain energy from this, and then you can speak into this little red light, okay?
After approximately 2 minutes of leaving the digital voice recorder in Vivi's room, we captured this amazing EVP. It was said that Vivi burned to death in that room. This EVP sounds like it's saying burn. Anthony and John decided to investigate the attic alone. They had heard a grunt earlier and decided to return. They began with a simple EVP session. Anthony asked the spirit to let them know of its presence by making a noise. It responded very quickly.
Is anyone here? Make a noise. Tap on something.
Is this true? Bubba, are you here with us?
Did you hear that?
No.
You didn't hear the pounding noise?
No. Was that you pounding?
Mary, can you tell me how you're feeling right now? Pick one word and tell me how you're feeling. That was good. Now another one. One word at a time, Mary.
Outside.
You want to go outside?
Soccer.
Lynn had described to us earlier in the day the story of how Mary died. She snuck out one night in the cold weather, attempting to feed her cats. Could these words on the PX be Mary trying to tell us how she passed away? After the PX session, I began to take long exposure photographs outside of Mary's bedroom when I came encounter firsthand of one of the ghost cats that Lynn was speaking of earlier.
Alright, everybody. This is your chance. I want everybody to come out, please. Just come say hi to me. I want you to say hi. Okay? Everybody. Please come stand. I'm taking your picture right now. Come wave at me. Dude, cat.
Did you feel something brush against your foot?
Dude, I saw it. I didn't feel anything brush against my foot, but I saw it like go straight up like a movement of a cat.
Oh, crap. I missed it. No, because I was standing right here. Oh, God. Right here outside this doorway earlier. And you started talking about a cat, and I could have sworn something brushed against my foot, but I just brushed it off as nothing.
That was for sure. Like I saw it with my eyes. It went just like a cat. You know how they kind of move around the corners? What the fuck? Dude, alright, I just gotta calm down.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on at that end of the hole.
Yeah. I just saw it went like a little cat, like how they go around the corners, like they slither around the corners, one. And then it went right through here, and then it kind of sped up, like it was, you know how they kind of like this, and then they start going a little faster. Kind of looked retarded when I did it. It did that, and it just kept going right past you. Mary, I'm gonna put this in here where they want you to talk to us, okay? I'll set it right here on the table. So basically, Mary, what I want you to do is talk into these two devices right here. I'm sorry, talk into the EVP voice recorder. And I'd like you to say something to us, okay?
Before we can even leave Mary's room, we captured this Class A EVP on Michelle's voice recorder. We believe it to be a woman's voice saying, "Go play." We hope that one day the spirits at the Scott County Heritage Museum can rest in peace. They've helped us come one step closer to uncovering the truth and helping you to believe. My name is David Scott. I am a paranormal investigator. 4 years ago, I accidentally captured an amazing piece of evidence and became obsessed with documenting paranormal phenomena. I joined forces with John Stevens and Anthony Leiser, and together we formed the Illinois Paranormal Research Association. We will kick down doors and bring you into the heart of the action as we travel to some of the most haunted locations that we can get our hands on. We are the Illinois Paranormal Research Association, and we want you to believe.
estate was purchased in 1840, and it has gone through numerous hands. Property-wise, it was like 120, 160 acres at the time, and by the time the Brooks purchased it, it was in 1902, and they started building the first farmhouse here. And the wife of Mr. Brooks, Mrs. Brooks, before she was able to move into her home, she was having her dream home built. She had it mapped out of what she wanted, what colors, everything picked out. She actually, the week before she was supposed to move in, they were coming in, ended up having appendicitis attack, and she ended up dying in the hospital. They she never got to live in her own home. They ended up waking her here. Mr. Brooks ended up waking her in the home. Then later on, exactly in about, what, 1940?
Yes.
Around 1940, Oscar and his family purchased the home. Yeah, Oscar Swan actually died in the home.
He actually did. Oscar died in the home.
Oscar actually died in the home here.
Exactly. And then the Harding family lived here after Oscar's family, and their son actually was decapitated here on the property. Some of the experiences that we have had here include people being pushed. We've had guests stay overnight that have been scratched.
Some of their blankets have been moved off of them and taken off of them. Here, footsteps walking up and down the hallways.
Doors opening and closing on their own.
There is a couple eyewitnesses of someone seeing a child running through the halls, like playing hide and go seek.
In one of the rooms here, as I was entering one of the rooms, there's a really heavy coat rack in one of the rooms, and it actually came flying right at me as I opened the door. A lot of experiences here.
What's up, guys? We're here tonight at the Geneva Mansion in Geneva, Illinois. We're here tonight to investigate some paranormal phenomena. This place is rich in history and rich in paranormal activity. People have been scratched here, people have had things thrown at them, there's been tons of EVPs caught, and all kinds of good stuff. We're going to be coming here when the sun sets, and you can join us every step of the way. We'll see you there.
We began our investigation in the basement of the mansion. We were walking through the lower kitchen area when Anthony noticed something following us.
Stuff like that. If anyone who's in this building... Do you hear something?
Door.
What? Let it go. Stand back. Is it moving?
Yes.
Can you swing that door open? Swing that door open. I'm telling you, man.
That's why I stopped you guys, because I heard it open.
Hold on.
Clear.
Move it again, dude. Hold on.
Clear.
Move it again, dude. Hold on.
Clear.
Move it again, dude.
After seeing the door open with our own eyes, we waited to see if it would happen again. After we acknowledged the door moving, the activity ceased, and we decided to move on.
Here's some man.
Yeah.
What's it sound like?
A woman talking.
Is there a woman in here with us?
We moved upstairs to the room where they used to wake the bodies. Anthony began using the EM pump in the spirit box. The EM pump distributes electromagnetic energy into the atmosphere for the spirit to use, and the spirit box rapidly scans through radio frequencies, allowing the spirits to speak to us through the white noise. Anthony decided to try and reenact a funeral by lying on a table and pretending he was being waked. Reenactments are said to induce a reaction from the spirits.
We're here to mourn the death of Anthony Leiser. What do you have to say about this? So I'll push you. So, did you hear that, Anthony?
Right here. Push him off the table, you coward. Try it.
So
I said okay. I said push him again. Push him.
Fucking push him there. I've been trying.
Oh, dude, I just got chills. Really bad.
Did you hear that?
He has bad manners, don't he? He's fucking laying on the table. He shouldn't be fucking laying on the table. Does he lay on the table at home?
Dude, I got chills so bad.
Did you hear him say I've been trying?
Yes.
Come on.
It just swore. It said fuck.
It said fuck. Real quick, just for anybody who's skeptical out there, this is going through AM, FM radio frequencies. On the radio. Radio does not allow people to swear, and this thing clearly just said fuck. Just wanted to point that out there for all you skeptics.
After the reenactment, we moved upstairs to the hallway where people hear footsteps. We captured a Class A EVP on our camera's audio. We were completely unaware we had captured this until we analyzed the footage.
Well, I guess to this hallway they heard running around.
Anthony began experimenting with the laser grid system and taking long exposure photographs while David walked throughout the mansion filming with a full spectrum camera. Anthony took these two pictures back to back, and you can clearly see an anomaly cross the laser beams in the middle of the photo. We took the investigation to the barn and began using the PX. The PX is a device that uses electromagnetic fields to allow the spirit to choose words from a 2,000-word dictionary. During the session, something very evil from our past decided to show up.
Come on, spit it out. Why do you keep saying demon? Why'd you say Anthony's last name? It's not even in this dictionary. Change. Change. Anthony's gonna change? Is that what you're saying? Tell us why.
Story.
Yes. Go ahead, tell us a story. You can't just spit out the word demon.
Down.
What is it?
Dumb. Whatever the bad thing was, it's in here now.
Jim. Come on. Again with that shit.
Who's Jim?
You don't remember from Antino? Kept saying Jim, Jim, Jim.
Right before Max.
Exactly.
Well, we're not having that.
That's right. Holy shit.
That's why I told you before.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about that, dude. My brother I even remember right now, my brother was like, fuck you, Jim, and then that's what happened to him. When he got the parts of possession.
Well, we're not having any of that, just to let you know there, bud.
We're protected.
In 2010, we investigated Manteno State Hospital and encountered a very evil spirit that called itself Jim. The spirit focused on David's brother Max and ended up making Max verbally lash out at it.
Fuck you, bitch.
Scared?
He said scared.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
You know what it said? He said Jim.
Max suffered a partial possession that night, which caused him to have a full-body seizure, landing him in the hospital.
That is?
My whole body tingled like I couldn't move.
Do you think that you got possessed, dude?
I felt something like I've never felt before.
You can't do anything to us.
All the hairs are standing up on my body right now.
Well, don't think about it. Don't give it any energy.
Jim, why are you following us, Jim?
Light?
Hide what?
Run, hide, light?
We're protected, Jim.
By the light. And no, your dumbass name ain't Jim either. So you can stop that shit right now.
Liar.
Sent. Reverend.
Sent Reverend.
Fuck you.
What? Huh? It laughed at you, dude.
We're protected by Jesus Christ.
Tell us your true name. Can you do that?
Name. Now it's just fucking with you, John.
Dude, this is the same fucking thing that was at Mantino, dude.
Rewind.
Rewind what?
He just said it's the same thing that happened last time. Rewind to that time.
Did you do something to my brother?
No.
No. I said bow. I think.
Thy master.
Bow thy master, it said.
Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, cast into hell Satan and all evil spirits who roam this world, seeking the ruin of souls. Amen.
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 White light of God surrounds us.
A wise woman once wrote, "Reality has no meaning until we attach one to it, and that very meaning may become our reality." I think that we have found our meaning, and even if we have to fight through the darkness to make it a reality, we will one day succeed and find the truth. What's up, guys? We're here in Connecticut, Ohio. Behind me is the infamous Satan's Hollow. On the camera right now, we got John Stevens.
What's up, guys?
And myself. We're gonna go in here. This place is notorious for Satan worshipers. They will come in here and sacrifice animals and even humans. This is part of a paranormal road trip we're doing. We're fresh out of Scarefest. We had a wonderful time. Met some awesome people. We investigated Tippecanoe Battlefield over there in Indiana. So we're gonna go in here when the sun sets, and we're gonna try and capture some awesome stuff. There's a legend over here about a tall shadow figure they call the Shadow Man. Some people say this is a demon. Some people say this is merely an evil spirit. Either way, we're gonna see if we can find him. It's totally, completely pitch black in there, and they have something in there called an altar room. That's where they would supposedly sacrifice the bodies. So this place has been around for quite a while. People hear screams at night. It's literally like in the middle of the woods, super creepy, and we're gonna go in there balls deep. Alright guys, it's sunset right now, and we're heading in. I don't know how far this thing goes down, but we keep hearing like really strange noises in there. Throughout this investigation, it's gonna be really awkward as far as audio goes, because there's an extreme echo. So everything we say is gonna be echoed. I think it's gonna make it all the more creepy for us. Check this out. Point the camera in here. Hello? Hello? If we don't come out of here live, you know, strong. That's crazy. Just so you know, we're using a flashlight, because if we don't, we're gonna trip and fall on our ass. This is seriously creepy and like claustrophobic. This is really weird. I've never been to a place like this before. It's really weird. So, we're in.
Right here on the wall, we got 666. So, there you have it. Satan worshipers.
Alright guys, so we got into another little room here, and there's like a ladder. It goes up all the way up there, and then we got another tunnel up there, so I think we're gonna... Boom. Hey, you gotta admit, haunted or not, this place is fucking creepy. Yeah, it's creepy. Somebody walking through the water.
afraid of fucking people coming down here. Right now we're hearing like footsteps, like there's somebody walking in the tunnel.
Yeah. What's up, guys? We're down here, and it's really creepy in here. I'm just gonna say that now. We're hearing like treading, like something's treading through the water over there, like footsteps. It's really creepy. So, like I was gonna say, haunted or not haunted, like this place is just freaky as fuck.
Is there anyone here with us tonight? Do people come down here and worship Satan? Can you tell us what these tunnels are called? Who is the Shadow Man? Said stop. Why do they call this Satan Hollow? Is this place haunted? He said yes. Do people come down here and worship the devil?
We traveled to Michigan to investigate the haunted Three Rivers Hospital. This abandoned hospital is known to have strange noises, people in the windows, and some have claimed to have witnessed a full-bodied apparition. We were joined by our friends, Kalamazoo, Michigan, paranormal investigators. We are in this abandoned Three Rivers Hospital right now. It's pretty spooky in here. It's really cold.
Oh. Alright, come on, step closer. Get over here.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, John.
Hey, somebody just said my name, John, huh?
Is there any patients down here?
Nope.
Nope. Then why did you just say something?
Are you a patient here?
Is there a God?
Not funny.
Not funny.
Do you know my name? Of course I do. You can't move forward until you confirm that you're here.
John.
Yes, may I help you?
He hates you.
Are you stuck in between heaven or hell?
Heaven. Now they're talking.
What's it like in heaven?
Beautiful. Holy shit.
Oh,
Say
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah,
dude.
Woo!
I've got chills right now.
Yeah.
Alright, this is Sean. Oh, hell. Are you still sick? Sorry. Yeah. I heard a woman say yeah. What does it look like where you're at? Why don't you walk through the doors? Why can't you? What's on the other side of the doors?
Oh yeah, it's not like prison.
Prison? That's why they're staying here. Yeah. Because I feel if they move on, they'll be
maybe they'll be locked, you know, they can leave once they go.
Yeah.
After the spirit box session, David tried to turn on the voice recorder, but it needed new batteries. John went to grab some from his bag and accidentally left the camera rolling. While John was looking for batteries, we caught this Class A EVP. It's as if the spirit spoke directly into the camera's microphone.
Are there any spirits up here with us tonight? If so, can you say your name?
What was that?
Yeah, did you hear that?
Can you make that noise again? Ooh, you guys hear that?
Yep.
After hearing scary demonic sounding voices in the upper level, we took the investigation downstairs. We found these creepy little rooms with huge steel doors and tile walls. We decided to turn on the Obelisk and lock Josh inside. This experiment would serve as a solitary confinement reenactment performed to stir up activity.
Look at how thick that door is, guys.
Yeah, so we're gonna basically lock Josh in there, and he's going to become a patient of this hospital. And as I was telling him, I kind of want the energy of the location to try and flow through him. So he may be exerting some weird sounds and some yelling and stuff. So let's do this. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let it flow through, dude. Don't, you know, flip out, man. Lose your mind.
All right,
shut it up, man. And put that crank down, dude. There you go. All right.
What did it say? Learn?
Retards.
Hey! Get a fucking bread in there!
So how do you feel? You feel better?
Good job.
Nice release.
Yes, that's a small room.
First thing it said was
you, man. You.
And then it said retards, and then it said suffer.
Suffer.
That is more than a coincidence.
Yeah,
dude. That's
yeah.
definitely was picking up on the energy.
It was, for sure.
The reenactment certainly proved to stir up some activity. We all heard strange breathing noises, and sounds of footsteps could be heard walking through the hallways.
Just to recap, we were just hearing really loud noises, dude. Like, and then breathing, like heavy breathing. We're gonna go check it out real quick.
Yeah, can you see me grab it from me?
Here it is. You hear it?
Right above us. Right above us.
Our camera's battery died, but we continued rolling on the voice recorder, and our EVP specialist, Marcia, discovered this extremely long EVP.
Alright, we are actually heading down the trail now.
Wait, Dave, point your shit, make sure no one's following us.
Dude, nobody's following us, man. Come on. We're heading back into the trail, into the woods. The gypsies' graves are supposed to be back here. Here's the tomb. Here's a stone, man.
Yep.
I think this is one of the gypsies' graves, beyond the cemetery. We do come in peace. We're heading back here now. I hear shit everywhere, but I think it's just bugs.
Ah, someone's sucking my
Dude,
fucking leg.
Come on, guys. We gotta keep moving on to the trail lines. I hear shit everywhere, but I think it's just bugs.
Ah, someone's sucking my
Dude,
fucking leg.
Come on, guys. We gotta keep moving on to the trail lines. I hear shit everywhere, but I think it's just bugs. What's up, guys? Tonight we're going to be going to Gypsy Cemetery in Crown Point, Indiana. We're returning to the cemetery for a couple reasons. One being, we captured a wonderful EVP there last time. It was so strong that our camera actually picked it up on the audio. We didn't even use a digital voice recorder to capture that EVP. The spirit was trying to communicate with us. It had a very strong energy to it, very strong spirit. So we're going to go back and we're going to try to communicate with that same spirit. Whether it's willing to or not, we'll find out. But we hope that you enjoy the ride. We hope that you enjoy the adventure. So we're going to head up in there in a little bit. What's up, guys? We're here at Gypsy Cemetery in Crown Point, Illinois. We're going to begin our... Oh, yeah, sorry. We're in Indiana. Anyway, we're going to start our investigation now. We've been here a couple times before, and we got some good activity. Came back. One of the first times we came here, we had a really awesome EVP that actually was recorded on our digital camcorder. It was a Class A EVP. So we're going to be walking around right now. We're going to start this investigation. Just going to begin by taking a few pictures. They're already seeing things like shadows and whatnot. Keep moving on. The story about the cemetery is there's gypsies here a long time ago, and they had, I think it was influenza. There was a big influenza breakout. They got sick and asked the town people for help. Basically, the people of the town threw them out and left them to die, and they died here on this land. And they buried them here, but before the gypsies died, they cursed the land, and it's said that their spirits still roam the cemetery and the forest, which is behind there. We're going to be going through both, trying to get some good footage. Alright, we're going to begin the EVP session now. If there's any spirits here that want to talk to us, please let yourself know and come towards me and speak into the orange light that I'm holding in my hand. We came here before and we had your voice on camera. You spoke to us on our camera. That's how strong you were. This device is more sensitive to your voice. It'll hear you better. Last time we couldn't really make out what you were saying, but you were trying to tell us something. A lot of people think you said over there by the thicket. That's what it sounded like you were saying. At that moment, we captured this EVP I am about to play for you. Over there by the thicket. That's what it... Now, if you want to tell us something...
We're spiking like crazy.
What?
We just spiked.
Holy shit.
We're spiking all the way to red. Like crazy.
Are you getting this?
I got no... My phone's off.
K2's going crazy. Nothing. My phone's done.
My phone's done.
Dude, this is ridiculous. Alright, we're getting major K2 spikes right now. step back just a little bit. If there are any spirits here that are making this go off, go ahead and talk to us. Is it your phone?
No, nothing's coming through. It's the same.
Turn your phone off. Step towards us. There you go. That's great. We're getting major K2 spikes right now. This is ridiculous.
I've never seen
Dude, that thing is lighting up like crazy.
I've never seen it.
Right behind.
My first reaction was to ask everybody if their phones was off. Everybody replied yes, their phones were off, except for Mike. He took the phone out of his pocket and showed there were no incoming calls or text messages coming through. I asked him to shut the phone off. He immediately shut his phone off, and the K2 meter remained spiking.
Calm down, guys.
All right, well, we just move over real quick.
Sorry.
I just captured an awesome picture on my camera right now, and it appears to be this mist, and there's a couple faces in the mist right here. I'm gonna show you guys later on what it is. I'm gonna show you close up what it is.
This is the photograph I had just taken. I am not very fond of mist or ectoplasmic photos, but this one caught my attention. Notice there is a face in the upper left corner. Also observe the strong orbs on the right side of the photo.
Turn this way. Face the camera.
Put it down a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
If you want to come and talk to us, come stand by us. I want you to focus right now all of your energy onto that green dot. Focus all your energy onto it. We want to move on further with communicating with you, but like I said earlier, in order for us to do that, you have to show us that you can respond to our questions. Show us that you can respond to our questions. Show us that you know what we're talking about. All right? You were here just a second ago. Where'd you go? Come back. Come back over here. Something touching my ear.
Yeah, that sun was touching. That sounded like this.
Yeah, dude.
It sounded like sun was like
My lungs are getting
putting
really
their
tight.
hand on my face, but it was warm. It wasn't cold.
Are you guys touching us? Dude, now something's touching my fucking head, dude.
If you guys want, you can like brush against my arm, stand next to me. It's no big deal. It's alright. What? What?
Dude, something fucking just pulled me.
Wow, that like made me go like. That's crazy. Is that your phone?
You guys are really strong, aren't you?
Something pulled me. It's cool. I'm not afraid.
Come here and talk into this little orange. Come and talk into this orange light. I don't know if they left or what, dude. Earlier, on camera, the K2 was flipped out like I never saw it flip out before. It was going to the red and going to the green, going to the red, going to the green, like flickering like crazy. You got that on film, Jason?
Did you hear that? Yeah.
So I'm just like, what am I?
What was it?
You hear that? Like a...
Mm-mm.
Do you hear that? No.
Damn. I'm not cold anymore. I'm
Neither
warm.
am I. I got warm.
I'm like warm now.
My hands aren't as cold.
All right, we just found.
I do too.
Actually, I don't want to touch it, but it's like a homemade Ouija board. Can you see it? Can you see it with the infrared?
Yeah.
It's like a homemade Ouija board. Somebody's right here doing Ouija board shit. Maybe that's why it's more active tonight, but
Could be.
whatever the case.
Is it in pink?
That's red.
Oh.
Like blood.
All right,
That's pink.
we're walking in. Jason, keep filming. Do the safe thing. We came here before and we got your voice on camera. That's hard to do.
Yeah, what's wrong with it? Yeah, I got mine.
What were you trying to tell us? I want to know. You said over there. What were you talking about? Barely gonna pass here anymore. Sounded like you said
over there by the thicket. If you want to tell us again so we know. I feel really dizzy.
What?
I feel dizzy.
I don't have a good feeling here anymore.
What the fuck? That's weird. My phone's off.
And it just started making noises.
Yeah.
Should I get that film?
Yep.
Make sure your phone's off, dude.
It was off.
I showed him.
Your phone was off?
Yeah.
Is it still off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just started he opened it up and it was black.
That's weird. His phone's off and it's making weird noises.
He's got it on film.
That is pretty weird. You said his phone's off and it's making noises. That was a creepy ass little tune too.
For this next episode, we made the trip out to a small town in Indiana called Crown Point. It was a nice little town filled with cool places to visit. It is also home to the legendary jail that John Dillinger escaped from with a fake gun. The jail is said to be haunted by the people who were locked inside. We teamed up with Expedition Apparition and Into the Night Paranormal for this awesome investigation.
The basement in the house is the original 1882 basement because it's an 1882 house. The jail is 1909 and then 1928.
Now, when the prisoners got out of hand, did they have a special spot like the hole or something to throw them down in?
We have solitary confinement on each floor. There's one cell where there's a large metal door on the outside of the cell that would be completely shut, and they would be put in there. But in the early 70s, there was a man who used to do laundry here that committed suicide down there by drinking Aqua Velvet aftershave.
Wow.
So a lot of times you're down there,
Could be harsh.
you smell it, and you know that smell of aftershave?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
you get it.
So the room we're standing in, this is the room where they took that famous picture of John Dillinger.
Right. When they brought Dillinger here from Tucson, Arizona, they took him to the 3rd floor, and then the press came in and said, you know, we want an exclusive interview. So they brought Dillinger back down here, and they had, you know, the press in here. They had Lillian Holly, who was the sheriff at the time, the Indiana State Prosecutor, the Indiana State Representative, and the press was standing there and saying, you know, put your arm around him, everybody smile. That's where they got that picture.
What are those?
Those are like hooks, almost, right? Or they're like ropes.
Yeah, you could hang something.
You can hang something on them. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, like I don't know if the show was always here, but that's weird.
That is weird. Like maybe they hung people here, because I know in a lot of prisons, a lot of old jails, they would hang
like a torture room. Like
yeah,
put you down here.
What I'm using now is called the Simple Energy Meter. It's made by Digital Dowsing. Basically, what it does is it emits a small force field right around the device, and if something crosses this force field, it'll make different tones. So if I were to put my hand in here one time and remove my hand, it would make a beep, kind of like the sound of a telephone dialing. If I would put my hand in here once and then twice again, it would beep twice. Normally what we do is we ask yes or no questions. It's 1 beep for yes and 2 beeps for no.
Beep once for yes, 2 for no. Is there somebody other than us 3 in here?
Yes. Can you make that device beep for us, please? Thank you. It's an intelligent spirit that's in here right now. Were you a prisoner here? Is that who we're talking to right now? You can respond to us. It's prisoner. Thanks. Try your hardest to make this thing beep twice. So we can... You gotta do...
That's 2 beeps, thank you.
Are there any prisoners here with us? You can use this device to talk to us.
One.
Are there any prisoners that are still here?
I bet it's nice to see women in your jail.
Real good. He said real good.
I want to know who stayed in this prison cell.
Frank, did it say Frank? What did it say?
I don't know.
Say it again. Frank.
Somebody give me a name? Well, that's all I'm asking. You need help?
Why do you need help?
Sick.
Why are you in prison?
Why did you rob all those banks?
We had a special request on YouTube for somebody they wanted to ask. They wanted us to ask a question, so we're going to do that for you guys.
I have a question for the spirits. Is there a God? That was a clear yes, dude. That was a clear yes.
We took the investigations to the upper levels, where John and David took turns being locked inside solitary confinement rooms alone.
I'm being locked in this solitary confinement room. This sucks. Turning on the Outlaws next. I'm locked in here by myself. Is there anybody who could tell me anything? I can relate to you because I'm locked in here. I am human, yes. If there's something you'd like to say, then say it now. It's your last chance to speak, or I'm going to escape this place and I'll leave. Speak using this device. Rabid? Did you feel kind of rabid? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Who was the sheriff of this town?
While we were investigating the upper level, something odd was captured on the DVR system.
Any spirits here? This is it. They're calling you up here. Hi. Is there anybody here with us? What is your name? You said John, dude. You hear that?
Yeah.
Are you angry that you died at the Biograph Theater? Is there anything that you would like to say to the world, John Dillinger?
Yes, John, is that you speaking?
Can you do something really cool for us? Can you say Dillinger? You hear that growling again? Stop
shine lights at the windows.
I heard that. I heard that. I heard that. I heard that.
Our next episode takes us to the infamous Casa Madrid, an old speakeasy for affiliates of the Capone mob. Watch as we take on the nasty spirits of some of these ruthless henchmen and capture some things that will shock you.
Well, today we're going to be doing some experiments to see if the limits of my capabilities, see what I can do. In the past, when I did walkthroughs for another group, we would go into a house and I would insist on being blindfolded. The first time we did those blindfolded and deafened, it turned out to be a funeral parlor that was converted into an inn. And we discovered that I can sense objects in the room. I was passing a piano and just said, I have a piano in my head, and that was true. I went like this, stained glass. They sat me in a church pew. I could tell I was in a church pew, but I also picked up on who owned the place previously, that it was a pastor who lived there and stuff like that.
Okay, so we're here with Christina, and we are getting ready to head out, or we are heading out actually, and she's going to put the blindfold on. We're going to a destination unknown to her, and we have a little bit of a car ride ahead of us, and on the way there, the entire trip, she will be blindfolded to prevent her from knowing where we're going. As I stated earlier, Christina, you have no idea where we're going.
None, absolutely none.
And I was saying to you earlier.
I don't even know where I am.
Yeah, we're even going to put the GPS on mute in a minute here. Christina's going to put the blindfold up to the camera, just so you can see that it's not transparent at all. Just stick it up there. It's completely black. So that's what she's going to be seeing. So go ahead if you want to put that on, maybe tie it.
Sure.
Sorry I can't help you. I got my camera here.
It's okay. I'll throw it behind me, and then the portion that I showed to the camera will go over my eyes, and you can let me know that I've covered everything. I can't see anything.
Okay,
right
cool.
With Christina confused and blindfolded, we traveled over an hour until we reached our destination. We escorted her inside the Casa Madrid and led her into the basement where the speakeasy once operated. She immediately began to pick up on the location's energy.
As I'm walking through here, I'm picking up a lot of like weird names, the type of things you'd hear like gambling or music, like Misty Joe and stuff like that. I was picking up names like what you would associate with music or gambling, like Misty Joe, and Misty Joe keeps coming up a lot. I mean, just lots of images of music and musicians, like a club. I heard dance club, and then I heard nightclub. The phenomenon I think that people get here is a lot of banging on walls and just seeing like ghosts doing this down hallways. They're pissed. There's a lot of anger and stomping, almost like they're throwing little fits at what's going on. What's going on is not what should be here. There's a hierarchy here among the entities. There's a hierarchy where some entities are more important than others.
Yes. Right, there's a higher up guy in charge.
Yeah. I can go this way.
You can go this way to the left.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go straight.
But like on the phone.
It's not upstairs, but I heard something kind of like what you said, but it was like
like that.
Yeah, he walked out straight towards me. Patrick. His name is Patrick. And he said, we're all a little Catholic around here. Like, we're all a little Catholic. Anyway. I'm sorry, that was funny.
It is astonishing that Christina picked up the name Patrick in the building. In the summer of 1966, 4 men died while inspecting the district sewage treatment plant in Skokie, Illinois. Patrick J. Cerrone was one of the 4 men who died. To our amazement, news articles inform us that Patrick was an employee of the Exposite Corporation, which was operated out of the same building we were investigating, located at 171 North 25th Avenue, Melrose Park, Illinois, the Casa Madrid.
There is a really heaviness to this room. I feel like my chest is sinking and I'm having trouble breathing. There's death in this room.
In September of 1968, the Casa Madrid was a local tavern. The manager was leaving the building late at night when he was robbed and shot 4 times. One of the shots entered his chest, which could explain the heavy feeling Christina was experiencing in her chest.
I just got a bicycle, an image of a bicycle. And that's it here.
Image of a bicycle?
Yeah. I just saw a bicycle in my head, like a 10-speed type thing.
Look what's over there. Oh no, I just filmed it. No, there's a bicycle behind you.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Is there? Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. What?
I haven't said anything.
Really?
Yeah.
I swear to God, dude, you just said dude.
No.
Are you positive?
Yeah.
Somebody right here goes, dude.
He's crouched down.
No.
What
Didn't say anything.
Dude, I swear to God, I was like, what's up?
No.
Dude, that's gonna be, sorry guys, hold on. That's gonna be on the audio, dude, because I just literally, right behind me, right where you're standing, goes, dude. And I was like, what's up?
Yeah, no, I didn't say anything. I didn't hear anything either.
After Christina left, Ron Fabiani from A&E's Paranormal Cops stepped in to give us some more info on the building's history and what his team experienced while investigating the Casa Madrid.
My name is Ron Fabiani from the Chicago Paranormal Detectives, Paranormal Cops from A&E, and our organization came here in 2009 based on a complaint from a guy named Roger, who was a former manager of this building. And during our investigation, we discovered the past history of this building when it was called Casa Madrid, and that was just a basement, and it was a nightclub, and it was an elegant nightclub, but it was ran and operated by organized crime, to put it quite frankly, in the Chicago area. And there was a lot of violence that took place here. There was a lot of illegal activity that took place here, and we found that out by talking to former patrons and some former employees, some that we couldn't readily put on camera. And we came here 2 nights in a row, and we got a lot of very significant things and provided the manager and owner with some answers that they could at least have a better understanding of what was going on. They were unaware of the history of the building. And it's a great place, it's a colorful place, and most people who come here don't leave empty-handed.
I want to know
If
you guys ever did any murders down here.
Twilight schedule.
Are there any bodies in these walls?
You want to?
Can you tell us where the bodies are, the dead bodies? I want to know, is Al Capone here tonight with us?
Rolling a child's 244 here. Personally, 60. The other
Rocco, what did you do down here?
Straight vodka.
Any spirits in this building? Give me your name.
What did he say?
What did he say?
What's your name?
I'm not.
I'm not answering. Wow, that was clear. Call me a bitch? Yeah. John's calling you out, guys. I think John thinks you're a bunch of punks.
To be with Nate is double.
You tell me to go fuck myself?
With your friend.
Your friends?
John.
Go fuck yourself with your friends, John! Woo!
How many people were murdered down here?
Did you guys have a lot of parties with the prostitutes? With the women of the night?
Which name?
Were they hot prostitutes?
You need to do something crazy.
No.
No.
Into your mind, I want. Will you knock some tires over tonight?
Can you do it?
I don't think they can. I don't think they got the balls enough to.
I don't think they got the energy. I said balls. I don't think they got the power, the energy.
Reach out.
Did you say my name?
I don't know.
I thought it said
It was like it was an email, yeah.
It said that's what I thought.
Whoa. I can't. Turn on. Dude, something just fucking walked over there. Relax. Camera in my face, dude. Jesus.
Where?
It just walked through the doorway, dude.
Let's go.
It walked past the doorway.
Let's go. Let's go.
No, someone walked past that door.
Hey, is anybody over there?
John. Oh, we should count. That was me. No, it wasn't me. That wasn't me. Shh. We're shut the fuck up. Everybody stay here. Me and John are gonna move through.
There's a screen.
Everybody stop fucking talking.
You guys see that shit?
Me and John are gonna move through.
There's a screen.
Me and John are gonna move through.
There's a screen.
Did you see that shit, Dave?
Don't talk.
Hey, did you see that?
Don't talk.
Hold on.
Give me the camera. I'm gonna go over there.
You see the balls of energy?
That's all you got?
You feeling that shit?
Dude, that's that rolling.
That thing's rolling. It's rolling. It's rolling. Somebody's got a flashlight. Get ready to turn it on. Not yet, though. Who has a flashlight? Over here. Don't turn it on. Yeah.
Let's go! Oh my god! Holy fuck, dude!
Flashlight
Oh
on.
my god!
Flashlight on.
Holy shit!
Flashlight on.
I looked over there, there's a dude standing right there.
Everybody film in every direction.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
Dude, relax, relax. We have the power of Jesus Christ to protect you. Don't be scared. John, give me the camera real quick. Give me the camera. I need to film. I need to film. No.
God, dude!
Hold on. Everybody collect yourselves. Everybody collect yourselves.
Fucking crazy.
Everybody collect yourselves. Who's down here? Shh. Everybody collect yourselves.
We see you walking around over there.
One person speak at a time.
You see that light just go?
Yep, I did. Everybody be silent. Now, what was rolling, guys?
There's like there's a thing that like it's like they carry tires.
Something's blocking my infrared, dude.
Is it that dolly thing?
What the fuck? Something just covered up my infrared, dude.
Get me in the
Alright, everybody chill, cool. This is great, guys, and we're glad that you're communicating. You have to know that Jesus Christ is protecting us. I got orbs flying directly at me. Jesus, and my lens is going completely out of focus, dude. Alright, in the name of Jesus. Oh my Jesus Christ!
I saw that.
It flew right into me, dude.
We had these balls of light that were flying towards us. The strangest thing, it wasn't like your average orb. These balls of light were actually balls of light. It was pitch dark, and we actually can see these things coming directly at us. And these things were shooting right at me like they were going inside of my body.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it flew right.
I just saw it with my bare eyes. I was looking right at that.
It stopped in front of the camera.
We walked to the location and we heard the strange noises. Joe and Tyler believed the noise was from a dolly used to move tires. We believed that the dolly had rolled backwards and then been strongly shoved back into place on its own.
Sparked over there by the wood?
Oh, dude, look. Oh, dude.
What?
Following it. I got it. Oh, right there. Still got it.
Damn, it's roaming around like that?
Oh, what the fuck is that? That's like a little thing.
What the fuck is
right there?
We had been attempting to have the spirits make these boards move when the strange light anomaly floated right up to our bodies. The strangest part of this experience was that we could see this thing floating and glowing with our own eyes. It was pitch black in the room, and you could even see John swat at it.
I want to speak to the lady that got killed in here. How old were you when you died? Do you want to talk about it?
Do you guys hear that?
I heard that. What? Just stay focused.
Were any of these guys your pimps?
Did you really enjoy the work you did?
Directly after the EVP session, Kurt began seeing strange sparkling lights in the back of the room. John was lucky enough to see them as well on the camera screen.
It's right in front of my face right now. And like, it's those heat waves are over that.
Holy
that
shit!
What?
What? I just seen it.
Those heat waves are over that.
Holy shit!
What?
I just seen it.
Okay, you might not have directly been here or, you know, had a direct tie, but you were here at some point. I was just wondering if I could call out the spirit of Al Capone to come say hi to us.
Like the coming up.
Capone, I am calling you out. Come say hi to us, please.
Well, not me.
Spirits, can you call upon Al Capone and ask him to say hi?
Wants to get on our constant.
Who else is here? Is the big man here? Rocco, are you here with us?
Is
it Rocco? Can you say strong, Rocco?
Hi, my name is Marcia Mack, and I'm an EVP analyst, and I help out the boys with IPRA. Please click on the video where you can join me on some of my investigations, and you can hear some awesome EVPs.
And I couldn't hear him.
Sonny's here.
Ordinary living.
Said, yeah, David. Good job, guys. Good job.
Thank you.
Did you used to live in this home?
Living here now.
placed Anthony in a room where a little boy mysteriously fell to his death from a balcony. Using binaural beats, we synchronized Anthony's brainwaves, which induces a meditative sleep-like state. My theory is that if we can achieve a state in between consciousness, we might have better luck with communicating with spirits. When we awoke Anthony from his meditation, he explained that he never lost consciousness, but his body had fallen asleep. He told us that a group of dark figures entered the room and surrounded him. Soon after, we came in to wake him up. We moved to the 3rd floor where a tall dark figure and a child had been seen. While Anthony and Sonny were in the back area, Kurt witnessed something terrifying.
You guys made the freaking chills.
Are you f***ing kidding me, dude? The battery died.
Told you.
Battery died again.
I told you.
Well, my recorder's still going.
I had the chills. It just turned on.
Dude, it just turned back on. Holy f***, it's still recording.
Dude, no, I just saw him.
What did I tell you?
I got chills, like...
Anthony, keep rolling it to speed.
It's unfocused. Alright, I'm pretty impressed now with you.
Green light's on now.
I am. The thing just turned off and now it's back on. And they're still getting stuff over there.
We walked into his room. And as soon as I said, come on.
Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Where's my...
What just happened, Kurt? Explain out what happened. Difficult. What just happened?
He just, dude, I saw a clear outline of a human being.
Standing where?
Standing right in the hallway, and you guys were off to the right.
And I saw a full figure standing in the doorway. And it was a little bit shorter than I am, but it was the most clear shadow figure that I've ever seen.
Why are you upset?
Empath. Emotion. Empath. Alright, well...
I feel like, no, I feel like I can't breathe, like...
I said empath.
Alright, whatever's around Sonny, you need to back up.
Would it say chair? What did it say?
Chair.
Yeah, she's in the chair.
Leave her alone and go back to your little corner, to your room.
Come here.
What?
Come here.
What?
Everything just blacked out around you.
I couldn't see her anymore, and I wanted to pull her out of it. And it kept going back and forth and like surrounding her.
Something was hovering over her?
It was around her.
It was so weird. I all of a sudden I went to go talk and I felt like I was getting choked. Like I couldn't breathe, like choking. You know?
What did I write on that paper? Choke.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you did.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, you did.
That's kind of weird.
Dude,
Kurt did an experiment where? Up here?
You wrote lady choked.
Up here?
You wrote woman choked. It was one right after another.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my god.
I have the paper right here.
He did the experiment in the balcony room.
Show the camera.
Plant forward. Woman tied down, choked. Right there. Take it off of night vision if you need to.
No, I got it. So that's what Kurt wrote down while he was doing his experiment trying to open up his sensitivity, I believe?
Yeah, he was doing a grounding technique.
We set up a TriCam and a digital voice recorder to try and capture whatever Kurt had just seen. We shut the door to the 3rd floor and let the camera and audio roll. After rolling for approximately 10 minutes, we captured what sounds like a child running on the wooden floor in the room.
In our next episode of Believe, we take you to Charleston, South Carolina, to investigate one of the most haunted buildings in the world, the old Charleston City Jail. We capture some really good evidence, and David witnesses a full-bodied apparition. There is a war going on between heaven and hell. An ancient war, angels and demons battling for the human soul. In our series, Believe, a Paranormal Experience, we will take you to some of the most scariest places on Earth and attempt to document ghosts and demons. Everything you see and everything you hear is real. The old Charleston City Jail is considered to be one of the most haunted places in the world. It was a colonial jail, which means it wasn't like modern day jails. Most prisoners were faced with brutal punishment and even torture. It was predicted that a new prisoner would last only 2 weeks before passing away. On paper, there have been an astonishing 14,000 deaths recorded at this location.
Well, this building is considered one of the most haunted buildings in South Carolina for pretty good reason. The experiences that most people claim, and I've experienced myself, been voices, whispers, footsteps, apparitions, shadows running around. Other people have been scratched, hands around the throat, rope burns showing up on the wrists. I've heard my name when it whispered behind me when I've been locking up at night. And I'm always just, oh, hey, just locking up, see you tomorrow. But yeah, they let me know they're here, and they let everyone else know they're here too.
This is the room where they would put the people who couldn't pay their debts. This is the first room we're going to start in. This is my sister Courtney. She lives in South Carolina, and she's going to be joining us tonight on this investigation. Spirits in here. Come join us in this room.
Someone out there? Someone out there?
Rolling on the cannon. Okay, audio clap. Spirits, if you'd like to go sit by Courtney, feel free. You guys nervous?
Anybody? I want to know your name. Where are you from? How'd you get here? I can't hear you if you're going to be out there.
Wanna come talk to me? Tell me my name, spirits.
Three.
Can you say Chicago? Spirits, I want you to come. I want one spirit to come stand right here next to me. Right next to me. You hear that? Yeah? Is there a tough guy here? A big tough guy? I'll murder you? You know what it said? Something about I'll murder you? Stand right around here and just stand next to me. You can do a dance or something. Can you do that?
We moved on to what Sean called the containment room. We decided to do a reenactment in order to garner a response from one of the many spirits haunting the building. We tied up John and told the spirits we were going to give him a lashing.
I don't want to be here no more! Get me out of here!
Tell me to stop the reenactment.
I don't want to die.
Eat. Eat.
I don't deserve to be whipped.
Spirits. Light highway. Spirits, do you feel the light? Is he praying?
Hey, I'm done.
Take him down. Take him down. Take him down.
We decided to lock John inside of the death row room all by himself for a half an hour. During John's lock-in, he witnessed a black mass which completely covered the stationary camera on the floor. Unfortunately, what John was seeing didn't appear on film. We did, however, catch this EVP which sounds like a woman saying, "Go away." What do you hear?
I keep on seeing like this blotchy black thing. Is just freaking me out. I swear. What was it like to be in jail?
What's up, guys? It's just John and I right now. We got the whole building to ourselves. Everybody's out of here. It's about 3 in the morning. There's an entire jail behind us. Completely empty. Really creepy. I think we should go to the morgue, John. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Right,
Let's
keep rolling. Keep rolling. He was telling us in this room, they would actually have the bodies like cut up. It's a really creepy environment here. And when they first would bring the new prisoners in, they would walk them through, and they would have to see all these dead bodies. We're gonna start with a little EVP session in here, guys, in the morgue. If there's any spirits in here, just tell me your name.
After checking out the creepy morgue area, we decided to head back upstairs to take some photos and record some audio in the death row room.
Can we take a picture of you? Would that be okay? Stand in that doorway, and we'll take your picture. I get chills running all through my whole body, dude. And oh look, go. There are spirits in here? What's your name, spirits?
We're going up these stairs whether you like it or not.
See, these are the guards stairs. The only people allowed to use these were the guards. They were evil. And so we're going on their territory now.
Yeah.
Is anybody up here?
Security.
Security guards?
He's going up on your stairs.
How you feel about that, huh? Got the voice recorder. Standing on these creepy stairs with John. John starting shit with angry spirit guards.
I mean, I'm sorry for calling you guys pieces.
John began doing some provoking directed at the guards. Shortly after, we captured the strange orb in the corner of the screen. What makes this interesting is the way it moves.
I just heard a voice upstairs. Let's go. It's a room where they kept the craziest people. Are there any crazy people in here with us tonight? Learn? What do you want us to learn, guys? Say that again?
Dude, did you just hear that?
They're walking around right now. Send. Who's walking around in here? What's your name?
What?
Dude, I swear to God, I just saw a fucking person staring at me, dude, in the fucking doorway, dude. Jesus fucking Christ, I saw it again, dude.
What?
A fucking person, man. Oh.
Who's there?
Fucking heart attack.
Who's there?
I looked up into the doorway because I heard something,
and I saw this guy, this man, standing there staring at me with this horribly angry look on his face. And he was just staring at me, and bam, as soon as he came, he was gone.
We also captured an EVP at the exact moment David reacts to seeing the apparition.
Is it the security guards?
I swear to God. What did he...
What? They call you what? Did you hear that? Footsteps.
Eat. Just, if you see something, tell me, dude. I turned around. What the fuck, dude? I swear.
Ain't nothing there.
No, I heard a fucking voice say, "Hey, dude." I swear, in the name of Jesus Christ. In the name of Jesus Christ, I swear to God.
What?
I heard a voice and went, "It's clear as day."
I'm filming.
Film closer, man.
Are you mad we walked on your stairs?
Was it mad?
Are there any security guards up here right now who are pissed?
Yes.
I've personally conducted over 1,000 paranormal investigations. And in those investigations, I can honestly say I've only seen something close to what I saw at the old Charleston jail, only about one other time. We were provoking these jailers, shall we say, these jailers, these guards that used to run the prison. We were provoking them a little bit. We started the provoking early on when we brought my sister in as a trigger object, and we kept advancing. We used John doing a reenactment of, being lashed. All of these things are done to stimulate activity in the location, and sometimes whether or not we catch them or not, it doesn't really matter. We see that we succeeded in doing so.
Basically, I just need you to tell me some of the history of the house itself.
The house was built in 1890.
And as far as the history goes, what about you had mentioned there's some self-inflicted deaths here.
There's a lot of activity going on in here. I mean, wood started flying off the walls, tools moved across the floor,
And you were saying there's one that's actually in the chair?
Yes.
That you're sitting in right now?
Yes.
And how was that one? How did they kill himself with that?
He shot himself.
We traveled deep into Indiana to the abandoned home people called Willow's Weep. When we arrived, the owner Brenda gave us a brief walkthrough and explained that there have been several suicides in the home, one of which was caused by a pill overdose, and another incident where a man named Curtis shot himself in the head. The blood-stained chair where it all happened still remains. Brenda has also found several animal bones and even a child's bones lying underneath the home. The willow tree that rests in the front of the house is what Brenda describes as pure evil. Anyone who has ever messed with the tree has been severely injured shortly after.
One evening we decided to come in and do an investigation here, and really we'd probably been here for maybe 45 minutes or so, and I usually sit in this chair right here, and I just started feeling really, really bad, couldn't hardly breathe, and all of a sudden I could feel the feeling of somebody putting their hands around my throat. And they actually lifted me about 6 inches out of the chair and pushed me up against the wall back here and then just dropped me. And then I had to leave and go outside after that. I just couldn't handle being in here anymore that night.
My name's Michelle. I'm the psychic medium. Brenda called me in a couple years ago when they bought the place, and this is a very active place. One of the spirits that I see here quite often actually would be standing right beside you. But right now, today, he's very interested in John. He's not too happy John is in here, so he's pretty much, he tries to be very intimidating. He will get in people's face and scream and yell, and he pretty much has been trying to physically push you, and I've been watching you to see if you react to it. A couple of times I saw you kind of turn. I don't know if you felt anything, but he's very interested in why you are here. He seems to be oblivious that you're here, but very interested that you're in here.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Well, John, it should be a fun night for you.
Well, we'll find out.
Hello? I want to ask you why you're up on me. Is there a guy up in here? Can you tell me your name?
I need a clear answer, guys. What is your name? I told you.
Do you hear that?
Please tell me your name. Holy shit! Curtis. Is that what you said his name was? Curtis? Whoa, dude. We play that back, you're gonna hear that. That shit was nuts. Curtis. Gotta give me a straight answer, Curtis. Are you an angry person? Yes. What are you angry about? He said my whole life ruined. Can I ask you a personal question? Sorry for asking, but why did you kill yourself? I was drunk. Was he a heavy drinker? That's fucking weird. I was drunk. Is your wife here with you right now? Where is she in this house? Cheryl, can you come talk to us for a second, please?
John is apparently not liked very much by this Curtis guy who killed himself, according to Michelle.
That's correct.
And we think it's a good idea that John sits in the chair, riddled with blood stains, to try and communicate with him. Sounds like a good idea. Let's go. Do an EVP session?
What's up? You want me to sit in the chair?
Let's do it. Get nice and cozy.
Curtis, I'm sure you're right next to me, right?
Right up on your back.
Do you mind if I sit in your chair, Curtis? All right, Curtis. I'm gonna sit in your chair. Is that okay?
Definitely heard something over there, dude. Where I'm pointing the camera. Got an orb flap behind you. What the motherfucker? Swear to God, I just heard a footstep over here. Sorry.
I really don't want to, but I'm going to.
John, the camera will not focus on you at all. Now it's focusing on you as soon as I said that. That was weird. John's getting situated in the blood-saturated chair. Put your head on, John.
Fuck, I'm gonna put your head on, Curtis, alright? Now you really fucking hate me, right?
There it is. I don't think that's his hat. It's got a bow on it.
Oh, fuck it. It looks good on me.
We're gonna do some long exposure photography. Basically, this is when the shutter of the camera stays wide open and it absorbs all available light in the room, which there's not any in here, but it'll get slightly a little bit from the windows and stuff. So I'll leave it open for however long I have to get some kind of picture. In theory, I think this works really well. So I'm gonna try to get a couple of pictures.
I proceeded to experiment using long exposure photography. I snapped a few photos, and upon review this one caught my attention. At first it doesn't look like much, but upon examination you will notice a hooded figure hovering close to the ceiling. Coincidentally, this figure is hovering over the chair in which the man we interviewed was choked on.
Can I get a headache? Worm. Tree. Are you talking about the willow tree? How many total people passed away in here? 7. 7 again. Are you stuck here?
Said yeah.
Earlier, were you yelling in John's face? If you're here, tell us. Say here. Are you in this room with us? Is there anybody in this room with us? Said me, is it? Little girl, can you tell us your name? Did you hear it? What? It sounded like a very young female voice. Little girl, can you tell us your name? Courtney. Courtney, you're the... Thank you, Courtney. What happened to you, Courtney? Solomon? What's that? I said Solomon. Did you say sodomy? I'm not sure how old you were. Can you tell us your age? Is there anybody in this room with us right now? Whoa. Clear, yes.
In this 5-part miniseries, David and John will separate and take on haunted, scary locations completely alone. In this next episode, John travels to Manteno, Illinois to take on one of the most haunted places in the country, Manteno State Hospital. This abandoned insane asylum housed thousands of tuberculosis patients and also held hundreds of criminally insane people. This is Fear Training.
Here we go, guys. Is there anybody in here with me tonight? Holy cow, it's so dark in here. Jeez. Some graffiti on the wall. You can't see where I'm walking, but stop right here for a second. Did somebody make a noise over here? Holy shit, thought I heard a footstep. Is there anybody in here? Not here to cause any trouble to anybody. Okay? Well, that was the door. These walls right here, I think these walls, they were all lined up with beds for all the way across with patients of Mantino. All the way across. Spirits, if you are in here tonight, I'm here to talk with you. Not here to harm anybody. So please do not harm me. Is there anybody in here with me tonight? Okay, I'm gonna start walking into a different room. What the hell is that? Jin? Wow. I just feel a cool breeze over here. I got the chills. I think this is one of the hydrotherapy rooms over here. This is a room where they would perform hydrotherapy. It was horrible. Really, really sad. Very, very sad place. Well, I think I'm gonna perform a little EVP session in here. What was it like to be inside this room? What the fuck? Hello? What the fuck was that? Is there anybody in here? The spirits of Mantino. If you're here tonight, come talk with me. I keep hearing some talking or something. I feel all types of energy around me. This is crazy. I'm walking down the hallway here. I got the chills real bad. And I hear some shuffling going on over in that corner. I'm in this big ass room and it feels like the spirits are all around me. I have a little present for the spirits. I'm gonna pull out a pack of Swisher Sweets. If anybody wants to smoke a cigar, come to me. Okay. Okay, spirits, I have 4 cigars. I'm not gonna bend down, I'm just gonna toss them down there. That's my offering, guys. Go get them. Alright guys, we're in the genie room. I'm going to perform a spirit box session. Spirits of Mantino Morgan Cottage! Spirits, can you tell me the name of this room? Is this the Morgan Cottage building? Hello?
this 5-part miniseries, David and John will separate and take on haunted, scary locations completely alone. In this first episode, David travels to the haunted Roth home in Watseka, Illinois. This place is rumored to be filled with demons and is the home of the first documented case of possession in America. This is Fear Training.
What's up, guys? It's David here. I am outside right now of the Roth home. You can kind of see it back there. I'm about to walk in. This place is seriously creepy. Let's go. Okay, I'm in the entryway now. These creepy candles are here lit. That doesn't help make this place any less creepy. What is that? Shit. This is David. I'm at the Roth home. I'm doing a quick EVP session, guys. Marsha, I'm creeped out right now. Spirits. I was here once before. My name is David. I came here tonight hoping to communicate with you. Spirits, is there anything you'd like excuse me. Is there anything you'd like to say to me before I start this investigation? What was this room that I'm standing in? Are there spirits trapped here in this home? Okay. Okay, loose stare. Spirits. This house is just full of creepy shit. Is there anybody in this room with me? I heard a whisper, and I got a cold draft right in front of my face. Just noting that down. Who remains living in this house? This place is like a maze. Heard a whisper. Who just spoke to me? Another whisper. Sounded like a male.
Is there a male here? I heard a man. He whispered something to me. What did you say? How many spirits are in here with me? I keep getting cold drafts in this room. You're in here with me. You're in here with me. Anybody else up here want to say anything else before I leave? Wonderful. Camera just went completely out of fucking focus. Who's in here with me? I keep hearing men whispering. Who's here with me right now? Is God in here with me tonight? How do you feel about God, spirits? What? God is with me in this house. Yeah, Jesus. It's got a weird smell. Smelled like, I don't know, something foul almost. Spirit box spitting out weird stuff right now. What's your name? Who am I speaking with? Are you a good spirit? Are you an evil spirit?
Morning.
I'm protected by Jesus. Do you know that? What is the name of the spirit that just spoke?
Our next investigation takes us to Joliet, Illinois, to investigate one of the most haunted homes in America, the Frank Shaver Allen House. The home is rumored to be haunted by an elderly woman, a young boy, and a nanny who used to care for the home. What's up, guys? We're here in Joliet, Illinois. I'm really excited about this one. We're in the Frank Shaver Allen House. I've been waiting literally about 10 years to investigate this place. I've been driving by and hearing the stories. Now we're here. We're one of the first teams that I can think of that have actually been granted permission to investigate this place. The energy here is definitely really fresh, okay? The last one I remember, if I'm doing my studying right, was in the 70s, I believe. A psychic came in here and they left and they vowed never to return. There's stories of an older woman haunting this place, also a child, a boy, and Frank Shaver Allen himself, the architect of this home, he's rumored to be haunting this place as well. He built this home, he built the Scutt Mansion in Joliet. He also built Joliet Central High amidst a couple other places. So joining us right now, I'm David Scott. John's on the camera.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Then we have Colleen Nadas, sitting there, right? She's a psychic medium joining us tonight. And then we have Jeff from Realty Executive.
That's right.
Okay, awesome. I'm making sure I said.
So Jeff's the reason we're here tonight. It's pretty cool. We're really appreciative. And this house is currently on the market too, which is really interesting because this place has been known to be one of the most haunted houses in Illinois, if not America. It was actually listed under one of the top 10 haunted houses in Illinois. So we were in here earlier doing Jeff's Facebook. We were Facebook Live on there, and we did some really cool audio. So I just want to play back an EVP we caught earlier.
So what's this room called? What was the owner was here earlier and he was telling us this is the round room, right?
Yeah, this is where they were saying the original owner, the wife, she died during childbirth. That's what they were saying.
Yes.
Yeah. You're gonna hear me. I'm gonna move this recorder right here, and then right after that is where we hear the voice. So let me play it back. Are you willing to speak with us?
Are you willing to speak with us? We're nice people. We just want to talk with you.
Did the mother pass away while giving birth to the child in this room?
Did the mother pass away while giving birth to a child in this room? If there's a spirit in this room, can you please?
The old lady. I'm hearing, she's chatting in my ear and I can't understand what she's saying. I think she wants us to obviously leave, but there's something else. What is it you're trying to say, ma'am?
The old lady. I'm hearing, she's chatting in my ear and I can't understand what she's saying. I think she wants us to obviously leave, but something else. What is it you're trying to say, ma'am?
Whoa! Are you angry? Yes, I'm angry. Can you do something nice and loud for us? Can you knock on that door?
Can you do something nice and loud for us? Can you knock on that door? We want to know you're still here.
Can you give us some physical evidence of you being here, like knocking on a wall, opening or closing a door? We'll be happy with that. Respectfully.
We'll be happy with that. Respectfully. Can you knock on the door from us?
Oh yeah, Pat Magowski was the previous owner of this building, and he owned also the Scott Mansion in Joliet, which we also filmed there. That place is super haunted.
Yeah.
Also.
Hey guys, look at that. There's a old antique train toy, I guess, or something. What's that down right there?
So this room is like pink, and we're assuming it's a child's room, or it was. And there's this ladder there, kind of flimsy, but it goes up into this little crawl space where, did you say it looked kind of like a little playroom up
Here,
there?
Can you hold it?
Gonna go up?
Can you hold it? I'm gonna just show the viewers that.
Don't drop it, man.
What's up here?
Careful with that broken stuff.
All right, guys, check it out. There's like a crawl space right up there, and I don't know what they had up here.
You guys know who Seth is?
Seth Magowski, are you here? They said you guys used to like to impersonate the assassin of Abraham Lincoln.
True. Talk to us, spirits.
Be it.
Who's here? Who's here with us?
Seth. Wow. It said Seth.
So Seth was the previous owner's son who passed away.
There's.
We got one.
There's one on. There's one.
Keep it so still. There's one. Oh my God, there's two.
Hey guys.
They're right by you.
Yeah, each side.
Can you tell them?
Go stand by Colleen, guys.
Yes.
Can you guys shake her hand?
Put your hand out. Can you ask some questions, Colleen?
It's really cold over here, I'm just saying.
You got one standing right in front of your hand that you're holding
Yeah,
up.
that arm is freezing cold, and I believe that's the boy that came out of here.
Keep it
Is he
steady,
actually,
John.
is it touching my arm because it's really cold?
Yeah, well, it's really close to you.
A high five?
Wow. Hold the voice recorder towards it.
You want to talk into this? Maybe we can hear you. And then you can hear yourself.
Don't be scared.
She's not gonna harm you.
Colleen's cool.
Are you watching us?
There's two of them. The one kind of disappeared.
The one from over here?
No, now it disappeared that I started.
Yeah, that's the woman. Do you want to come out here? What is that noise back there that I'm hearing?
They're watching you.
I think they're on the right.
They're standing right by you. Spirits, you guys are awesome. You guys are so nice for chatting with Colleen.
Can any of you knock on the walls for us, maybe? Like, can you mimic that for me? You gonna come back out here? You don't have to be afraid of us. We're not gonna do any harm. We're just curious. Just like you.
Hold your hand out, Colleen.
It's right behind you.
Can you hold Colleen's hand? Disappeared.
Yeah.
Can you do this? Peek out like this for me?
They're hiding from you.
You wanna play hide and seek? I see you.
Can you just knock on the wall first, maybe? Like, can you mimic that for me? Are they still standing by?
No way.
No.
That was.
Wow.
No. No fucking
That
way.
almost never works.
No way.
In this next episode of IPRA Case Files, join us as we investigate the infamous Manteno State Hospital. Manteno State Hospital was an insane asylum and tuberculosis ward which closed in 1983. At its peak, the asylum housed over 8,000 insane and sick people. Stories of torture and abuse fill its dark history. Our friend Adita, a professional Chicago model, agreed to join us again as a trigger object for the spirits. John tied up Adita in a straitjacket in hopes of stimulating the environment's energy. During this experiment, we turned on an EM vortex to create a circulating beacon of electromagnetic energy. We also began by playing isochronic tones to set the mood and adjust our brainwaves to better perceive paranormal activity.
Spirits, we're here to communicate with you tonight. And we brought a friend with us. And she'd like to speak with you as well. Can you come out here, guys?
There's a pretty woman in here. All the male spirits.
Footsteps? You heard that, Adita? It was kind of behind you.
I know. It's been going on for a while.
Spirits, are you in here with us? Oh, f me.
orb flew right in my fucking body, dude. I caught it on camera.
Really?
A big one, dude.
No shit.
Swear to God. Why are they always flying into me?
David witnessed and felt this energy orb fly directly into his own body. Seconds beforehand, we captured this awesome EVP.
Are you in here with us?
Anyone behind me? Make a sound.
I heard a man's voice back there. Did you hear that, John?
I thought I heard something too, yeah.
I heard a man's voice. It was like back in this corner over there. Can you do that again? Spirits, make a noise really loud for us, please. So we know that you're here.
What happened to you?
Tons of stuff?
We're not here to harm nobody. We just wanna talk.
Tell me your name. What's your name?
How did you die? Sick, you hear that?
Stomach.
Stomach. Wow!
What happened to others?
Help me.
Help you.
How can we help?
What's the name of the person that needs help?
What are you guys doing here?
Is there anybody in this room with us tonight?
One person.
Are you a happy person or are you a mad person?
Mad.
I want to ask, where do we go when we die? Do you see different life forms besides human beings? Can you tell me, was it better when you were alive? Or is it better now since you're dead?
Better. It said better. It said better.
We decided to take the investigation underground to the basement of the asylum. We began to attempt communication by using the PX, an electronic ITC communication device.
If there's any spirits down here with us, can you describe on how you feel through this device?
I heard something to the left.
So did I.
You heard that?
Like right behind you.
That sounded like a direct response, dude. That was crazy. What the fuck? Man?
Outside?
Do you hear something?
I just heard tapping. Like a thump.
Shh.
Stepping on money.
Jen. Try to say one word, Spirit. Tell us how you feel. Pick one word. Video. That's the word it picks.
Yeah.
Very good, guys. Very good.
I heard some movement.
I heard that.
Did you hear it from behind me?
Yeah. To your behind you to the right.
Alright.
We're in the basement of this insane asylum hearing weird noises. Freezing down here. Ice cold. Yeah. Negative like 1 outside.
Outside. Send.
Hear that? Something moved, definitely, dude. Did you see anything with the light?
No, I don't see nothing.
Hold on.
Is there somebody over there?
We're not gonna hurt you, spirits. We just want to hear you. Spirit, was that you that just made a noise over there? Can you make a noise again? I know you heard that.
Yeah, over that way.
After hearing several strange noises in the basement, we decided to climb all the way up to the attic for a final spirit box session.
Yeah, so we made it upstairs, guys. We're in the attic. Really creepy environment up here. Wow, we had to crawl up this ladder.
Yeah.
So we're kind of stuck. If anything happens, we can't just jump downstairs. You want us to leave? Spirits, are you trapped here? Where are you trying to go? Who am I speaking to? How many people are in this building with us? Can you guys move on? Go to heaven?
In this next episode of IPRA Case Files, we take on the spirit-filled walls of Evil Intentions Haunted House. Chris Fleming leads this investigation and captures some spooky spirit voices. We also catch on camera a spirit during an amazing EVP session. Evil Intentions is known as a haunted house. It was formerly known as the Elgin Casket Company, and at one time produced over 70,000 caskets annually. The current owner reports tons of paranormal activity since they opened the haunted attraction.
We came in this building about 7 years ago and have experienced lots of crazy things in here. There have also been a lot of reports about cult-like activity, cloaked figures entering and leaving the building.
As the sun fell, we entered Evil Intentions for our investigation and were joined by psychic medium Chris Fleming.
How many are here?
Brian, ask a question.
What's your sign? Can you move something?
Get out right there. Listen. Get out right there.
That's clear.
Fuck you. Listen. Listen.
What's your sign?
The spirits are in here. Do you or the energy of your presence cause people to feel nauseated, sick, blurry vision? Do you affect people? Yes or no?
What was that?
Yeah,
you heard that, right?
Yeah,
I heard that in my ear.
Was that like a growl?
I don't know, or somebody whispering real loud, or is it outside?
Yeah, I heard that.
The spirits are in here. Do you or the energy of your presence cause people to feel nauseated, sick, blurry vision? Do you affect people?
Yes, I do. Whoa, I want you to. What the hell?
Do you affect people?
I want you to leave now. Listen, tell us your name. Can we play back, see if she says anything?
I don't know your name. What is your name? We've seen that. That's your... I don't know your name. What is your name? We've seen that. Tell us your name. You said you want us to leave now. You said
Tara
you want
Lee?
us to leave. Tell us your name. You said you want...
Did anyone get shot and killed here for real?
What is that? I'm the one that shot him?
What's up, guys? We're downstairs in a room they call the Left 4 Dead room. Joining me right now, we got a group here. I know Marsha's here, our EVP analyst, Chris Fleming. We're going to be doing some EVPs. We're also going to be doing the SLS cam, and John's on the camera right now.
What's up, guys?
Let's get this started.
We've got Blue and Brian are on the poles. David, John, and Marsha and I are walking. Did you hear that? Wait. Did you guys hear like it sound like
Yes.
a child or something?
A high-pitched, something high-pitched.
Did a child just sing or say something? Sing for us. Ooh, ghost. Listen. Get out. Listen. Another, get out. Spirits, I have some friends with me here tonight. 2 of them grew up with me. Grade school, high school.
Mike.
Mike?
Oh my God, Mike.
Mike, come here. Mike, ask a question.
Do you want to tell me something?
You can.
What's that?
It says you can. What are you afraid of? Bullshit. Do you like being free from the body? Do you like to be able to float around and move through objects? Whoa!
What was that?
Wow.
You like to be able to float around and move through objects.
No.
Real loud, real clear.
What did they used to build in this building? Do you know?
What did they used to build in this building? Do you know?
Dolphins.
Say it again.
What did they used to build in this building? Do you know?
During the Spirit Box session in the boiler room, John had been rolling on the SLS camera made by Digital Dowsing. It uses the Xbox Kinect sensor to effectively map out human forms. To our surprise, a figure pops up on the screen and appears to be dangling from Chris's voice recorder, with its head buried inside of the microphone.
There looks like there's a body hanging off your hand.
Oh yeah.
Pound.
Something's hanging off your
Something
hand,
is hanging
talking to your recorder. Hold on. Spirit, are you on Chris's hand? Can you move one of your limbs? Can you kick your leg or wave your hand at us?
Oh,
it just flew away.
It jumped off! It
Are you
just jumped
recording?
off your hand!
Yeah.
Are you?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
1710.
Directly before the spirit manifested itself, Chris received a direct EVP response.
Use your energy
I'm behind you.
Hold on, wait. Play it back. Play it back.
Use your energy, create a form behind me.
It is astonishing to catch audio evidence directly alongside video evidence. For those who have a deep understanding of these devices and paranormal research, this is definite proof of life after death. In this next episode of IPRA Case Files, join us as we investigate an old speakeasy and mafia brothel.
The place has been here since 1889. The bar is original to the building where our banquet room is. Used to be a general store, a milk depot, a gas station. It was kind of a railroad bar back in the day. It was a speakeasy through Prohibition. We had gambling downstairs. From what I hear, we had the girls upstairs. And the place has been consistent through the years.
The evening bartender Tammy shared an eerie photo with us that was taken by a frequent customer. The customer had witnessed a shadow figure, so we snapped a photo and managed to capture this creepy image on camera. In this photo, you see what appears to be a young girl looking directly into the lens. She seems to be wearing an old-fashioned outfit. The photo of the little girl had been taken directly outside of the women's bathroom. Our EVP analyst Marsha Mack jumped on the case and headed into the washroom in an attempt to communicate with the girl.
Is there a little girl here? In the bathroom? Are there any women in here with me?
Can you tell me your name? Mike, what did you do here, Mike? Bartend? Is that what he said? Speak nice and loud for me, Mike. Jill? How many spirits are we talking to? I heard three. Four. Can you tell us the name of the owner, the current owner of the building? Said Brian, clear as day. Clear as day. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
I heard it.
Woo! What used to happen in this basement a long time ago? Tell me, spirits, what went down here? What? Fight. What was the basement used for during Prohibition? Money. Said money again. It's interesting. Sex? You hear that? You heard that, John?
Yeah.
Money and sex, huh? Keep going, guys. You can use the words. You can find different words. Said retards and then dumb. The owner decided to join us for a final spirit box session. He told us about a now deceased customer named Tom, who he believes still visits the bar. We decided to attempt communication. Tom, are you here with us right now?
Alright guys, so what we're doing now is we turned the antenna off on the SB11. Right now, we're getting no signal at all from radio stations. It's just white noise scanning over dead stations. So if we get a voice right now, it'd be pretty incredible. It's your last chance, spirits, to come speak with us. Brian's here. What did it say? Can you hear the voice? It's incredible. We're just gonna have to hang around. This one's for you.
Although the responses were hard to hear, by cutting off all radio frequencies from the spirit box and still managing to get responses, gives us proof that we are communicating directly with something from the other side, and tells us that slowly but surely we are moving in the right direction in effectively breaking the wall down to the spirit world.